Hello and welcome to IRP. My name is Justin. I'm the owner of Team 53 and I partner with Coach Dave Academy and Impel Motorsports to bring you this week's Learn to Drive video for C-Fix trucks at IRP as part of iRacing's 2025 Season 3 Week 6 official series. If you guys can, make sure you like and subscribe. It does a ton to help my channel. I'm a very small time racer here in Wisconsin. I have a late model parked in my garage. My daughter's been racing go-karts all summer, which is why my late model's parked. But anything we can do to get more sponsors to look at the page, to get people to support us, does a ton to help us when I'm going to find sponsors. So make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. It does a ton, like I said. And if you are looking to um, help us out a little bit, you can head over to our Discord. We've got plenty of partners in there listed. I mean, you can definitely get set up there. So IRP or Lucas Oil Raceway in the trucks is, I mean, it's going to be an absolute blast. It's going to be a lot of ride the rim. You can slide job people going through one to pass, and we'll kind of go over all that. But let's take a peek here in the garage right off the bat. So changes that I made: 10-to-1 steering ratio, +4 offset, and a 58% front brake bias. I like to be able to free the truck up a little bit more on entry. I feel like it's going to help me out a little bit better long term. But again, you'll definitely want to make sure that you go into your options and go under your controls and set a button for your brake bias, and that will definitely help you guys out there. So let's head out on track here. You're going to see me do a little short track tire heat up, just gas, a little bit of a gas brake swerve down here along the apron, just kind of getting up to speed, getting a little bit of heat in the tires. It does seem to help a little bit. So do what you can get away with before iRacing kind of tells you, hey, you're doing something you shouldn't be. For speed, lap 2 is our best lap, so we'll talk a little bit about my friends at Impel Motorsports. They are a Moza and Next Level Sim Rig dealer. They have an exclusive promo with us where if you sign up in the Team 53 Discord, if you join that and you go to our announcements tab, there's a link or a little bit of a thing to tell you how to get free shipping on most of their products. So you'll definitely want to sign up there. Head over to Team 53 Discord to get that. But if you're looking to upgrade your sim racing equipment, definitely where I recommend. They're a huge supporter of mine. They're on the real car, they're on the go kart. They're great people. So here we come to lap 2 in qualifying, and I'm just going to kind of run this normal. I'm up high here in 3 and 4 anyways. Going to get a nice run here going down the front stretch. And then you're going to see here as we go down the front stretch, we're going to get nice and tight up to the wall, about 1.5, maybe 2 squares at the start finish line off the wall. When you're inside the cockpit, this is kind of what it looks like with that left front fender right along that line. And then you'll kind of go down this front stretch, stay nice and tight here, nice and tight. And then as you're coming, you'll see the black where they painted over some logos on next to the pit wall. As that black kind of goes away and you get kind of close to where this is going to change to the safer barrier from the concrete walls, the dash lines start. We're pretty much even with, I think we're pretty close to being about pit stall 4 would be what I would say, section 103 here in the stands. That's where you're going to look at lifting. So if you're testing by yourself, that's a really easy way to check to see kind of where you're turning in is going to be there. We're going to lift about section 102. And then we'll just kind of roll this truck into the corner. Now what I'm doing is I'm aiming for this corner, and I want to get my left sides right on this white dash line and then let it drift up a little bit in the center of the corner, and then we'll get a nice hard drive off. So you see here we bring the left sides right down to there, far chase, left sides are right on it. So as we're looking at it, inside the cockpit, and this is going to depend on your FOV, but for me, I really feel like I'm over that line is what actually gets me on it. So as you're looking at it, you would expect this to kind of be on the line type situation, but this is actually what on the line looks like. This over here where I have a car width up. So if you guys are struggling with line and stuff at IRP or anywhere, take a look at where you're actually on the track with your outside view. So as we look here inside the car, we're going to just drift up here a little bit, mid-center of the corner, right mid, left side's right on this line because we now know that's what that looks like. We'll give it to you on the far chase. Left side's right on that. As I'm drifting up and I get to my widest point, that's where I'm going to throttle up and bring the truck back down the track. So we do that. We get a nice hard drive off the corner, bring those left sides right back on that dash line. Back stretch, same deal as a front stretch, nice and tight. And then we're going to get ready here for turn 3. And it's going to be about where this pit is here, painted on the inside of the track. That's where we'll use that. We'll drive it in, shoot to try and get the left sides on this dash line. If you miss it by a half lane, it's not going to kill you here in 3 and 4. The big thing is to get the right side up here on this higher part of the banking to kind of help rotate the truck and be able to drive it off. So you got to remember here at IRP that it's all progressive banking. So it's flatter down on this bottom lane, a little bit more banked, a little bit higher banked. So we use that seam to rotate us. We get down there onto that bottom lane, and then it's just a nice drive off the corner for a 570 lap time. And then I hit the wall as I'm coming, but it did not register as 0x, just for giggles, I guess. So let's give you a lap inside the car with my friends at Overdrive Racing Oils and Lubricants. They are an independent AMSOIL dealer. Click the link in the description below, and that will get us credit for a sale. So if you're looking to do your own oil change, your own car wash, AMSOIL now is car wash products. Head over there, and we'll give you guys a lap here inside the car. So there's your 570. Race trim is going to look fairly similar. The big thing with race trim is going to be fall off here. This was, you can see about a 10 lap run. We go from running sixes to running ones. So it's really going to be about tire management. What my best advice to you guys, first couple laps after an initial start or restart, run a little bit harder. The line's going to be the exact same, so you just kind of got to watch that. And then after that, just kind of settle in when everybody starts to settle in and just run as fast as you have to and try and save as much as you can. I know you get tires in this, but if you do get a really long green flag run, it's nice to have something at the end. In terms of passing here, best way to pass, entry of 1, entry of 3, shoot down here to the yellow line and just drift up mid-corner if you're clear. If you're not clear, you want to wind back up. If you notice that somebody's shooting down to the bottom on entry, just run them high here and just high side hustle them all the time. That'll work too pretty well for you. A lot of times center of the corner becomes points of contention where guys will spin out and wreck. I've always kind of told people that if you're on the bottom, you get between this one and this one. If you're on the top, you get between this one and the wall. Um, Sometimes you can work seams in. If guys are running two and three wide, bottom seam, middle seam, top seam gets the rest. Just, you kind of have to have that give and take, and that's not something that really happens on iRacing anymore. But it's a fun track. It's a track where if you can really master running well here at IRP, you can take a lot of these concepts to other tracks and use them as well. Darlington comes to mind where you're running kind of the top half of the track. Um, Definitely helps out there. It's a small scale of that. But you can really use these concepts and this thought process of how to diamond these corners and things of that nature at other places. So it's definitely a track that you want to invest a little bit of time in, and it's super fun. And it's a historical track in terms of like, the peak NASCAR was when trucks and the what is now the Xfinity Series was running here. So definitely want to participate in that. Have a great week of racing. If you guys have any questions, join us Team 53 Discord. Hop in there to get your exclusive Next Level Sim free shipping offer from Impel Motorsports, and we will see you guys in the next video.